In this video, we will explore the mysterious cloud, what it really is, how it came to be, and some of the security issues that we encountered there. First, let's demystify the cloud. It's amazing that the cloud has extremely high public name recognition, but few understand what it really means. Before the cloud, organizations purchased their own computer system to run the application software needed to run the business. These computer systems were located in the organization facilities and managed by teams of experts. While not always the case, often there was more than one computer system per major application. This setup was expensive because of the capital cost of the computer hardware and labor cost of the resident experts who kept it all running. But it was worth it. The system raised overall productivity and helped maintain competitive advantage. Not long ago, someone noticed that all of the computer system, only a few were completely busy at any given moment in time. Most were idle, waiting for the next transaction to come in. The bottom line, there were many wasted resources. So, a new way of using server hardware was developed called virtualization, which actually comes from old technology and mainframe computing that lets a single server run the operating system and application from multiple servers simultaneously. The virtualization consolidates workloads onto fewer servers, increasing the utilization and saves money. It wasn't long until most data centers were transformed from row of computer hardware dedicated to specific applications into a collection or pool of general hardware resources running virtualized applications. It was just the smart thing to do. Along comes some ingenious entrepreneur who built enormous data center filled with generalized computer hardware and offered to rent out portions of this infrastructure so that their customers can run the virtualized application there instead of on their own hardware. With that, the cloud is born. This type of cloud computing is called infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service provides organization with networking, storage, physical server, and virtualizations. While the user must still provide computer with operating system, middleware, data, and applications. Middleware is software that acts as a bridge between the OS and applications. An organization uses this type of service when demand for its service or product varies, such as during seasonal holidays where workloads on system increase. Examples of this type of service provider are Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Compute Engine. There are other types of cloud as well. For example, service provider rent cloud-based platform for software developers to develop and deliver applications. This service named Platform as a Service provides the OS and middleware in addition to the elements provided by infrastructure as a service. This service makes it easier, more efficient, and cheaper for organizations to build, test, and deploy applications. A third example is software as a service. In this cloud service, the software is hosted by a third party. Typically, the end user connects to the application using the browser. Common examples of applications available through software as a service are Google Gmail, Salesforce, DocuSign, and Netflix. Either way, moving the cost of having applications run on expensive company-owned hardware capital assets to a model where the price is a recurring operating cost is a very attractive to most organizations. Now let's look at what this means to security. When applications are hosted in a company's own data center, the security picture is straightforward. You put the appropriate security technology at the right locations to address the specific security concerns. Providing security for the cloud, however, is not so clear. You could say it is a bit cloudy. Bottom line, security is a shared responsibility between the cloud provider and the customer utilizing the cloud services. Designed in layers, security includes both physical components and logical components. The cloud infrastructure provided by infrastructure as a service vendors is protected in various ways. From an availability point of view, the infrastructure is designed by the vendor to be highly available, and it follows that the infrastructure uptime is responsibility of the vendor. From a security point of view, the vendor is only responsible for securing the infrastructure it provides. As a customer, when you install one or more virtualized applications in the vendor's cloud infrastructure, you are responsible for securing the access, the network traffic, and the data applications. Now, most vendors supply some form of security tools so that various parts of the customer's cloud applications environment can be secured. However, these tools can pose a few problems. First, these tools tend to provide only a few basic security functions, and they are the same tools the vendor used to secure the underlying infrastructure. If an attacker were to bypass these tools at the infrastructure layer, they would likely to be able to bypass them at the customer's application level as well. Second, and perhaps more important, is the fact that many organizations operate in a hybrid world where some of their applications remain hosted in their own data center, some in vendor A cloud platform, some in vendor B cloud platform, and various others with multiple SaaS vendor. This is what we call a multi-cloud environment, and it comes with a multi-cloud problem. Multiple, independent, uncoordinated security solutions, a problem where complexity can scale geographically with the number of cloud vendors involved. Now, highly trained security staff are scarce to start with, and to that, a burden to integrate and operate multiple non integrated security environments simultaneously, it can be a real problem. To wrap up, we've shown the fundamentals of how the clouds came to be, how cloud environments are secure. Thank you for your time and see you in our next video.